What's up, guys? Let me pull up my stream so I can actually see the comments here. Give me 1 second. Tell you what's going on here. Oh, what the heck? How come it hasn't shown up in my, There we go. Here should be. Alright, cool. Alright. What the heck is it doing that for? There we go. Literally, it's frozen. Okay. Let's talk about this here, guys. I can see the comments on my cell phone. I can't really see them on there, but honestly, we were going to try to tear this down and put batteries in it. And boy, they made sure that they did not want anyone tearing this down. Honestly, if these batteries ever went bad, I don't think the company ever had any plans to replace these batteries. And we're going to talk about why. So hopefully yours comes with good batteries. I have figured out now that this is a 2S powered system. This is as far as I can go without destroying things, absolutely destroying things, which is unfortunate. But the batteries are actually underneath here, and there's two cells. There's one on this side and one on this side. They are running this as a 2S system, which is kind of crazy to me. The other thing I found out that's really weird here is that the bottom tag that went on the bottom here like this of the Pixley is actually an antenna, which caught me off guard. And that piece right here attaches to the screen guard, which then attaches to that little piece of, I don't know what this is. This is some kind of like rubber coating or something. I got a whole pile of it right there. I have no idea what it is. It's almost like putty, like they just set it down and it's putty. This is a really strange design that they have here. This was never really meant to be taken apart or put back together, honestly. This was kind of a one-time hit or miss shot. What's up, EBR? So I think I'm going to just harvest this thing for parts, honestly. I don't think I'm going to end up putting this back together. There is a clip here for the optical flow sensor. I'm probably going to yank that. I am going to terrorize this board and pull this apart so I can get to the battery cells on the back and unplug these two. The camera is also a HD camera, which could be used for a future project, as well as the sonic pulse here, a little pulse meter, which is in very good shape still, and it works very well. Sonar pulse, sonic pulse, whatever you want to call it. That works well. So I think I'm just going to harvest this thing for parts, honestly. I had no intentions of keeping this intact. I was going to build this hoverboard out of it here, but I don't think I'm going to turn this into a hoverboard. This thing is, number one, the frame is much too wide to get all that to fit underneath there, so that would never look good in the first place, no matter how much I wanted it to. I'm going to need something a little smaller to make this hoverboard fly, so it was a cool idea. $13. That motor itself is worth $13. They are a little brushless motors, so I'm sure I could save these and set them up with another ESC later on down the road. I'll save the screws and put them in the back of this thing again so I can use them for a later project. And like I said, I'm going to harvest this thing for parts. But if any of you guys were wondering if it was going to be possible to tear this apart and do stuff with it, pretty slim to know. To get to these batteries, they have it glued on the top and on the bottom. And honestly, man, I've been wrenching on this thing and putting glue buster down there. And if you keep pulling on this, it's just going to snap the board in half. I could heat this up and give it another shot here on the bottom with my heat gun. But chances of putting this thing back together are probably pretty slim to none. This is a really neat little antenna, honestly. I'm not sure I like the design too much of how they had it on here, but this little antenna actually punched right onto their little IPEX connector, and it's snapped on. It's probably going to be hell to get this back on here. See if I can even get it back down, even close to how it was. These things are always suck to try to line these up. Got to come at just the right angle or they won't line up. But yeah, so if you're wondering where your Wi-Fi antenna is, it is on the bottom of it, and it is that little black panel piece that's on there. So anyways, 3 in the morning. I've been working on this for a while. It took forever to get this thing apart. First of all, it took forever to find a screwdriver small enough to do the job. And now that I've got it apart, I'm really depressed about the battery situation. So it is what it is. I'm going to pull this down, and I'm probably just going to cut the battery lead. So when I start yanking on this, I don't on accident, hit myself here. Most of this board runs on over 5 volts. So I'm assuming this board is taking 7.4 volts. And everything still powers up, still works. There you go, still getting power. So, but yeah, we're done. This project is done. I'm gonna flip this over and see if it has a memory card I can extract from it. We're gonna take this apart and finish the job off. So that is what is inside the Pixley drone. It's actually quite a bit of technology, honestly, but it was never really meant to be worked on again. So if you sent this back, they would probably just send you a new one. I highly doubt they would harvest any parts off of this. If you had an issue, they would most likely just send you a new one. But unfortunately, that won't happen because it was a prototype drone. So we'll see. I still have one to give away. There we go. I finally got that IPEX connector back on there. So the antenna's back on. So we'll see. I have another one of these to give away, guys. Here's the new one. In case anybody was wondering, I do have one to give away still. And this one worked pretty well, honestly. I think most of them are probably going to work pretty well. If you guys got a dud, don't be mad, man. You only paid $13 for it. But just want to show you what was on the inside. So I'm going to harvest this thing for parts, I think. And we're going to call it a day. So you guys got an opportunity to have a look inside there and see how this thing ticks. There is quite a bit of tech in here. So, but it's too bad the company never decided to finish the app. I would have really loved to have seen that happen. So, gotta go, DW. Going to leave you with that little monster. Have a great night, mate. Oh, it's all good, EBR. I'm getting ready to get off here. I just wanted to show people what's inside the Pixley drone. So now everybody's had an opportunity to have a view of what's going on inside here. People that bought it know that they probably don't need to be trying to take this thing apart to put batteries in it. This gives them an opportunity to make their own decisions. I know Aubrey McCoy, I think, bought one, but Aubrey, I'm going to give you a little advice, man. I'm not sure it's worth the time or the effort to yank her down. Putting this thing back together is very precision. It's kind of unfortunate how they built this thing and designed it, so it is what it is. But what else we got? The Wandering Photographer. Haha. For a change, it's daytime here. Not here, man. It's 3:14 a.m. and I'm still awake. So been working on this little bird now for probably close to an hour and a half, yanking her down. Took forever to find a screwdriver small enough to get the job done. So anyways, I actually ended up using 2 for this. Here's the one I've been using. So took a really tiny little screwdriver. But yeah, so guys, I don't think it's worth tearing it down if you were going to do something else with it, honestly. If you're using it for harvesting parts, there are definitely some good parts here you could take off of it. Like I said, that camera does do 1080 at 60, and the photo resolution it takes is superb. I was actually really impressed by the camera on this thing. So no complaints on that end. So if you guys did get this, and you managed to pick one up for the $13 price point, congratulations. I wouldn't bother tearing it down. I would just say best of luck to you guys. Hopefully your unit lasts for a while. And I think I don't even think you could buy toys that work this good, honestly, with the resolution the camera provides. So on that note, guys, I'm getting out of here. I will catch you on the flip, man. Don't forget to smash that like button. Make some love to it. Drone worship, I'm out. Toodaloo.